Welcome back to Factorio launch per second. So after the last episode I went ahead and, as discussed, I have created Iron 5. That one's just charging up with resources into the station, which is probably why it's fairly active. But what we're going to do is we are going to quickly activate the iron. This should feed these first 4 rows, although we don't have the injection point set up properly, so we may actually try and do that as well, depending on time. We have one iron train here already. Let's send that one away. Wait, these times are totally wrong. Iron 1 should be 15 seconds. Iron Depot North should be 15 seconds. That's what we want. You go off to Iron 1, away you go. Now, next train. Hang on, is that the right train? No, it is not. We don't even want those trains anymore. We only want the superior ones, diesel locomotive Mark IIIs. Okay, you go in there. Get 2 carriages and another locomotive. It's all Mark IIIs, isn't it? Mark III, Mark III, right. You are going to go to Iron Depot North for 15 seconds. And Iron 2 for 15 seconds. How much fuel have you got? That should be enough to go. Iron 2, off you go. Next one. And 2 cargo wagons. Oh, that is a good test of this not working properly. So let's get in here and tell you to stop. And can we move you out of here? Okay, so why did that not work? It should have stopped down here. It should not have gone on. You're actually in the wrong spot. Oh my god, now we're getting coal everywhere. Yay, that's going to be fun. Okay, right, you, I'm just going to pick up. You go to iron, you go there. Let's start the less than fun job of clearing out all this coal that's got into the lines. Oops, wrong one. That's the one that I wanted. Of course. What? Gets rid of the excess iron. Coal can be placed in here. That will get rid of it. Where else have we got coal? Only make it over here. Not so much, so that may have disposed of the coal. Okay, try that again. diesel locomotive Mark 3 and 2 carriages, and a diesel locomotive Mark 4, and your destination is going to be Iron Depot North and Iron Depot 3, 15 seconds at each one. Go to Iron Depot 3. Let's see if we can get another one down quickly. Okay, you are Iron Depot North, Iron 4, 15 seconds to each one. Iron 4, go. And the final one, can we get you in? No, not happy. Did any of these get coal? Yes, these ones up here have coal in them. I have to get rid of the coal. I mean, it would be nice if I could use smart inserters to only remove what I actually want, but I mean, once it's running it won't matter. But we certainly can't use fast inserters, unfortunately, so there we are. I might just dump the excess coal into here. That's gonna get rid of it. So how many iron trains do we have now? Let's just Iron Depot North. That should be 1, 2, this one should be 3. It is. This one here should be 4. It is. We need a 5. Oh, come on! Oh dear. For some reason it doesn't seem to... or it's already got past this point probably when I'm putting the train down. Alright, let's quickly try it again. No, come on! You! Stop. Come all the way back here. There we go. Whoops. Now you can run again. Should stop here. Good. And fast locomotive. Right. You are going Iron Depot North, Iron 5. Each one for 15 seconds. And go. And there we go. 5 iron trains are in place. So iron comes down here. It gets turned into steel. We now have steel on just the one line because the others haven't been brought out yet. But this should be making these fill up, which it has. Wow, already. That was pretty quick, all things considered. Okay, if we can get steel on these other lines, that'd be very good. underground it from here. There's a steel. Steel. So those are the three principal lines of steel. It needs to connect to here. So join the dots. Correct the direction. And there goes steel into the second line. Let's see if we can do the same for the third line. No, we're not going to be able to. Copper will be in the way. Okay. I might have to bring it in over here. Or, you know, even over there. We basically need it for here, don't we? Right, let's try this one. Steel, steel, oops. Change your direction. And steel is flowing. Okay, so the final one, you better come over one. We can probably do the same sort of thing, but you need to go over one first and then down. We can get you to there. Not exactly sure where we need you over here. Still quite a long way, it would seem. To about there, rightio. And connect them up. Correct the direction. And again. Now that steel's flowing, we'll be building low density structures. We don't have, as I said, we don't have the injection points yet. I haven't done that, but this should be enough to start. Should be enough to start steel. Building up into the low density structure area. And in fact, the initial ones fill up into our rocket silos. How's power doing while this is happening? About 270. Yeah. It's not too bad. This also should be kicking oil off because low density structures are using plastic. So yes, the plastic is flowing. This is dropping, 8.9. We're getting 3, 2, 3. Still only 2 or 3 of these, maybe 4 at a time. Seems to be a lot of petroleum in this for some reason. Maybe it's because the petroleum is fairly full. Light oil's building up. Which should mean that it's filling up all of these things. 8.5. Plastic's keeping up nicely. 8.3. So for some reason it doesn't seem to quite compress the belt here. It's only really taking from one side. Well, that's fine for now. 8. There you go. We're probably getting a situation where we've got 2, so we're converting back to 1. 1 green. We actually need yellow, don't we? It's yellow signals that we're after on this side. $7.8. We should be getting yellow. Are these both set to do yellow? That's a yellow, and that one does yellow. Oh, that's right. We lowered it to 7. I forgot that. So it has to drop even more. Meanwhile, light is actually building up because heavy is all being converted directly into light. Although it seems to be stopping. I wonder if that's every time this goes over 4 it's coming through, or whether we actually have an issue. I don't think we have an issue. Does seem strange that there's just no light getting past the first ones. Not sure if that's going to be an issue yet or not. How's petroleum? Petroleum has now dropped down to round about 7, so sometimes this will hit 2 yellow lights, and at that point 6.8. Oh, we won't get 2 yellow lights unless, so that's good, it keeps dropping. That's exactly what we wanted. Unless light gets up to 4. Which should mean that more of these are firing up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Interesting which ones it picks. 5 occasionally. And how's our supply here doing? Not even moving. Because this one, as soon as it needs to, it just produces. And those are both at, well, one of them's dropped slightly. Barely tapping it. 6. 1.3. we seem to be coping fine anyway. I would expect petroleum to basically completely dry up. Maybe. Unless light completely charges the rocket fuel part of the silos. It's basically all being sent to these requester chests that are all requesting 200. And as you can see, there's still a lot of barrels to a lot of requests still fulfilled that aren't fulfilled yet, even though we seem to have completely charged all of this part of the process. So we're still building here, getting close though, and this one's still going berserk. As expected, as you get through to here, the steel doesn't hold up because it doesn't have the injections. So there's still a huge light demand to be satisfied. At least it's getting a better chance of satisfying it. Where is a roboport? I just want to check the status of... So the logistics robots are handling the volume very easily just at the moment, which is good. Alright, I mean, it's probably going to be a bit tedious if I show the entire wiring up of all the injection points, so I guess I'll do that off camera. So that next, and I may actually extend out to some of these extra points, outposts, to get the numbers up where we need them. If you notice, there is one thing, copper 4, you can see that even on this map view that most of copper 4 has been destroyed. I'll have to reassign a bit of area over here to supply it, but it's not going to last, so we are going to have a replacement for copper 4. Maybe that or that. But I need 5 fresh coppers anyway, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I need to find another good copper source. Maybe when we push out here and I have to kill a bit more of this, I might see another copper. Anyway, that will have to do us for now. Next episode, I will have connected up the steel injections around here. They go this side. I may as well probably go ahead and connect up our injections in these 2 columns as well, or these 3 columns from the copper and the plastic, which is really just a speed and performance thing. I mean, I guess this sort of is as well. You can see how little pollution comes off here with our God modules in effect. And in fact, because not everything is really running either, there's only a tiny bit of pollution, period. But the God modules, there's like maximum pollution cleanup, maximum energy reduction, and obviously typically like a 4 times multiplier in productivity and that huge speed boost as well. So that's where we're at. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one, and we'll be somewhat more advanced when we get there. Cheers guys, see you later, bye.